problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex. Projects are wherever you are, completed on time. Grand construction projects, breakthrough technologies. How do you maintain control? How not to drown in the flood of information, uncover the real situation from hundreds of reports, and prevent deadline failures. Plan R processes millions of data points and highlights risks of disruption before they become a problem. You see all possible scenarios and make optimal, well-informed decisions. Wherever you are, the project is under your control. The mobile app provides instant access to key data and notifications, sign documents, receive summaries, respond 24/7 without being tied to the office. Complete information, risk anticipation, control from anywhere. With the Plan R system, you get the tools to confidently complete any project, even the most complex.
Selamat malam dan selamat datang kepada Bapak, Ibu, dan rekan-rekan peserta atas nama tim Zoto. Kami mengucapkan terima kasih atas kehadiran Bapak Ibu dalam rangkaian Plan R Training. Kami berharap sesi malam ini dapat memberikan pemahaman yang jelas serta aplikatif. Di Plan R Training sesi ketiga, saya sebagai moderator akan bertugas pada malam kali ini. Pada sesi yang ketiga, kita akan membahas terkait dengan Distributed Project Management Linking Schedule for Different Activity Area, serta Configuration of Time Conflict Indicator. Pada materi sesi hari ini telah dibagikan melalui Google Classroom dan dapat digunakan sebagai panduan. Untuk memastikan kehadiran dapat tercatat, mohon mengisi daftar hadir melalui link yang kami bagikan di chat. Pada form daftar hadir tersebut, Bapak, Ibu, dan rekan-rekan diminta untuk melampirkan screenshot sebagai bukti telah mengikuti Zoom hari ini. screenshot berupa tampilan Zoom pada sesi saat berlangsung. Apabila terdapat pertanyaan selama training, silakan ditulis melalui fitur Q&A yang dapat divalidasi pada sesi tanya jawab di akhir sesi. Baik, untuk Bapak Ibu dan rekan-rekan, tanpa berlama-lama lagi, kita akan memasuki sesi pemaparan materi. Untuk Mr. Igor, you may begin the presentation. The time is yours.
Thank you. Okay. Hello, everyone. In the previous training session, we covered how to create schedules, how to link activities, and calculate the timetable. So if you have any questions about that topic, you can ask them to my colleagues, and I think maybe in the last session we can discuss about your questions for the whole training. And also we will check all your homeworks, and I think we will give you our feedback about your homeworks in the next training sessions. And for today, I want to show you how to import schedules from different stakeholders, such as design organizations, construction contractor, equipment suppliers, and so on, and how to check that they are all in sync with each other and with our high-level schedule. In this case that we will review today, in this case, we are playing the role of facility owners, and this is very common situation for customers who managed construction projects and want to control the entire process. So today we will create schedules, several schedules, and we will configure indicators, and I will show you how to control high-level schedule based on detailed data from detailed schedules, and how to control that all contractor schedules are in sync with each other. And
I'm sorry, Igor.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Could you set the caption language to English again for today's session? It worked well yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. You can try talking if it works or not.
1, 2, 3. Is it working?
Yeah, it works. Thank you, Igor.
Yeah, thank you. Remind me. I don't know, it's not saved from the last session. Okay, now what we need to do. First of all, I ask you to log into Planar, and please find your project there. Our project that we created in the last training. This is hotel project, and you must have 4 schedules in this project. It's a level 1 high-level project that's called project implementation schedule, detailed design schedule, equipment delivery schedule, and construction schedule. And you must have several files for today's session. These files we will use for importing. It's 2 files from Primavera with construction schedule, 2 files, 2 Excel files with detailed design schedule and equipment schedule, and level 1 schedule of project implementation. So we will use these files for today training. And first of all, we need to create one user attribute that we will use to link activities from these schedules. And now I suggest you to create this attribute. And now I show you how to create user-defined attributes in Planar. You can find icon with attributes at the left panel with capital letter A in square bracket. Please click it, attributes. And after that, you can see all system and user attributes that present in Planar. And here in this window at the left area with enterprise project structure, please select project hotel. You need to select project hotel here. And you need to select a hotel project that you created in the last session inside civil buildings facility. And we can create user attributes at the project level, and that means that we can use these user attribute only for schedules inside this project. So these attributes will be available only for these schedules, and you can't use it in another project. And the same way we can create user attributes on any level of enterprise project structure, but now we will use it only for project hotel. And why we need user attributes? You need to understand the difference between system attributes and user attributes. System attributes, they are attributes by default. So these attributes always present in Planar, and you always can use it in any schedules. So these attributes present in Planar by default. And if you need to hold any other information and system attributes are not enough for you to describe activities or projects, you can create new user attributes and you can hold any information there. So now we will create attribute, user attribute. So after you select project hotel, at the right area, you need to select user. It's near system attributes, just next user. And here, please click add. So we are adding a new user attribute. Attribute name, this is very important. You should type as me. The name of attributes is type of work. It must have name the same as I typed. Type of work. And data type is string. So we will use this attribute in our schedules to store information about type of work. and here click Add. And now we have new user attribute that called type of work. Okay, after you create this user attribute, please return to enterprise project structure. I remind you that if you want to open enterprise project structure, you should click at the icon with globe, enterprise project structure here. And we again in enterprise project structure section. And now we will import level 1 project implementation schedule. To import schedules, you should select appropriate schedule. In our case, this schedule is level 1 project implementation schedule. And you can find button import version above. This is arrow with horizontal line. Import version, click it. And in the field select file, you must click here. And please find Excel file that was applied to material to this session. It's Excel file level 1 schedule of project implementation XLSX. So now we import our high-level schedule. In this window, we need to select actual date, and here it's for this case it's not very important, but let's type 26th of August 2024 is the start of this project. 26th of August 2024. This is start of this particular project. And please check the checkbox make version actual. It must be checked. So your window must be looks like my window. And please click Add. After that, you will see that there is a new position in level 1 schedule of project implementation, and your previous version of schedule moved into other versions. So this is actual version 1. This version we created in the last training session, and it moved to other versions because now we import new actual version of the schedule. And now we will work with this particular version. You can open this version and you can see what is it. I remind you that to open version of the schedule, you must select this version and click open button above, and it looks like open folder. Or you can just click on the label actual or on the label schedule. In both ways, you will open actual version of this schedule. And now you can see this is very high level schedule. And this schedule is our high level schedule that we will use as directive timeline to our contractors. So we want to complete our main works in this timeline, and we can send this schedule to our contractors for creating detailed schedules. So our contractors must create detailed schedules based on these timelines, and we want to get from them these detailed schedules and control how they plan to execute all these works, all these tasks. So it's our requirements when we want to finish all these tasks. And for each task in this schedule, we can see that information about type of works was imported also. So we can add a new column in this table, and we can ensure that information about type of work also was imported with this schedule. And I remind you that if you want to add a new column to this table, to work breakdown structure, you can select a button with I. It's for changing the view of the table. You can click Settings, and on General tab, you can find a field with name type of work, or you can use search string and find it by search string type of work. And after you add column type of work, click Save Changes. And you can see that for each task in this high-level schedule, all types of work are presented in this schedule. Okay. What next? This is our high-level schedule, and we approved it inside our company. And after approving this schedule, we must create baseline. We create baseline to subsequent control deviation between actual schedule and baseline schedule, target schedule. So how to create baseline? We can just copy this actual version. So I returned to Enterprise Project Structure section by clicking the globe at the left panel. And now I selected actual version of level 1 schedule. And to copy, you can use button copy version here. You just click this button, and after that, click insert version. And you need to open section with other versions, because when you passed copied version in the planner, this new copied version appears in other version. So if you expand this level, other versions, you will see your copied version. At the end of the name of this version, you can see copy 1. That means that is copy of this original version. And to make this version as baseline, you must change type of version for it. And to change type of version, you can use this button. Just click on the version and select target. After that, you will have actual version and target version. And I repeat that target version we will use as baseline to subsequent comparing timelines between actual version and target version. In actual version, we will see what's happening now, when we actually started activities, when we actually finished activities, or when we can see their forecast for start and finish activities, and all this information we will see in actual version. And in target version, we will see the timeline that was previously approved for this project. So we can compare how it planned before and how it actually execute. Okay, now we have actual and target versions of level 1 project implementation schedule, and after some time we will get schedules from our contractors. At first, we got schedule from our detailed design organization, and they sent to us detailed design schedule, and now we will import it. Again, I need to select detailed design schedule, and after that I need to click import version, the same way as we imported a level 1 schedule. So I click import version, I click select file, I choose detailed design XLS6 file, and checkbox make version actual must be checked. After that, click add. And you will see that a new actual version for detailed design schedule was appeared. And the same way, please import equipment delivery schedule. So you need to select import delivery schedule, click import version, select file. The file name is equipment and materials XLS6. It's also Excel file, and click add. And the last detailed schedule that we will import is construction schedule. And in this case, we will import file from Primavera, because our construction contractor works in Primavera. So you should select construction schedule, import version, select file, and please choose construction and installation, the first version, because you have two different Primavera files, first version and second version. Now we will import the first version. and also click Add. What now? We want to ensure that all those schedules are in sync with our high-level schedule. And every time contractors send us a new version of their detailed schedule, we need to automatically check for the absence of timeline deviation between timeline in detailed schedule and timeline in our high-level schedule. And this way, we can be sure that our contractors plan to finish their work on time, as we planned before in our high-level schedule. And also, we want to automatically update our high-level schedule based on detailed contractor schedules. And for this, we can make a link between high-level and detailed activities. And what I mean, I will show you on the slide. Okay, you can see a very simple example. Here is example of high-level activities, just detailed design, equipment delivery, construction, and installation work. And we can imagine that this is our high-level schedule. And from at the bottom, we can see 3 detailed schedules: detailed design schedule, equipment delivery schedule, and construction installation schedule. And what we can do in Planar, we can make links between high-level activities and all detailed activities from appropriate schedule. I mean that we will link every task in high-level schedule with group of tasks from detailed schedules in this way. And for linking, we will use linking code. Linking code is attribute that presents in all these schedules. And this for linking code, we will use attribute type of work that we created before. So we need to have this attribute in all our schedules. And we already have it because this attribute was imported with all these schedules. So now we just need to configure our high-level schedule to link with high-level activities with detailed activities. And after we make this link, we can calculate high-level schedule, and we can see if detailed activities have time conflicts with timeline of high-level activities. So if you want to automatically calculate timeline in the high-level schedule based on detailed schedules, we need to change type of activity in high-level schedule. Now we need to open actual version of high-level schedule. So we can just click on the label schedule at the level 1 project implementation schedule node, or you can open actual version of high-level schedule with any other ways. And now we need to change type of activities for high-level activities. To do that, I suggest you to add a new column in your WBS table. So we should change our view. Please click Views. This is icon with a button with I, and click Settings. And in Settings window, we should find field with name type. This field. And another field that we will use is summarized attribute. Please find attribute that called summarized attribute and also move it to the right area, selected fields. So now we added two columns, type and summarized attribute. Save changes. There are several types of activities that you can use in Planar. If you double click in the type column for any activity, you can see the list of available types of activities, and among them some activity, it's a summarized activity, just activity, it's simple activity that we usually use for schedules, and several other types that we will not use for today. And now we need to make all activities as some activity. That means that all start and finish dates will be calculated automatically based on linked activities from other schedules. And how it works? At first, we must choose type of activity. We must switch it to some activity. And you can see that there is a new type of icon for this activity as sum. And we must choose summarized attribute. As summarized attribute, we should select type of work. So just double click in this field and type of work. Or you can just scroll to the bottom of this list and you will find type of work. Now, if you see at the activity card, if it hide, you can find it clicking at this button, hide work area, to appearing activity card. And please select activity links. And you will see that for this activity, where we switch type of activity to some activity and we choose summarized attribute, we can see a lot of related activities from schedule with name detailed design schedule. How they appear here. In the detailed design schedule, we also have summarized attribute that called type of work. And in detailed design schedule, for all activities, type of work contain this value, DD. And planner can see that at this activity we have type of work DD, and in other schedules we have activity with type of work DD, and all activities that have the same value of summarized attribute, planner use these all these activity as related activities. And now if we recalculate timetable, we will see that start and finish of this summarized activity will be replaced with earliest start of this group of activity, and finish will be replaced with latest finish from this group of activities. So we will have a high-level activity that reflects summarized dates of this group of activities. I hope you understand the idea. So at the one activity, we will see the total timeline of this group of activities. So at the high level, we can control that timeline of our high level schedule is the same as our design organization was planned in their activity. Now we need to change type of activity for all activities in high level schedule. And after that, we will recalculate timetable here in high level schedule, and we will see the result. So what we need to do now, we need just to change this type for all activities. We can do it manually for every task, or we can do it by using Excel import. And I want to show you how to use Excel import and how to update the schedule with Excel files. I can use the same Excel file that I used for import this schedule. So now I will open this Excel file. And you can do the same actions, or you can just manually change the type of activity, or you can repeat after me. In this Excel file, you can see that for each position, there are different types of WBS items. Some of them called work and some of them called task. Work means group activity, so it's these colored positions in the schedule. And task mean simple activities. All these activities are tasks. And now we need to change task to sum. And in this way, we will change type of activity in Planner. So now I'm filtering only task, and I I'm typing sum instead of task. So you will get this picture for every position with type task. I change task to sum. After that, you need to save your file, and we will use it to update our schedule. To update schedule, you should be in schedule section. So we are inside our high-level schedule. And at the right top corner of the screen, you can find button with import export. If you click here, you can see import version. Import version. Click here, select file, select Excel file that we just changed, and actual date must be the same as we typed before. It was 26 August 2024. And you must uncheck this checkbox, update without changing the structure of the version. We use this checkbox when we want to change activities, type of activities, or when we want to create new activities by uploading new Excel file, or so on. If we want just to change information about activity, so we can check this checkbox to avoid changing of WBS structure. But now when we need to change type of activity, we need to uncheck it. And after that, click add. And you can see that all my activities in this schedule now have type as sum activity. That means summarized activity. And also for each activity in the schedule, I need to fill summarized attribute type of work, and I can do it like in Excel. So I'm selecting cell with already filled type of work, and I can just drag this blue square and put it down like in Excel. So again, I selected type of work. I see this blue square. I push the button, left button on my mouse, and put it down. And now for each activity, if I choose activity link, I can see that every activity in high-level schedule already related with several activity from other schedules. For example, for this activity, above structures, I can see that this high-level activity related to this activity in construction schedule. Because in construction schedule, we have the same summarized attribute that called type of work, and the value of this attribute type of work in construction schedule the same as in my high-level schedule, and the value is above ground works. And now I can recalculate my high-level schedule, and I will see the dates from detailed schedule. To recalculate schedule, I remind you that we are using this button, calculation, or you can use F9 on your keyboard. I'm clicking to recalculate. We must uncheck calculation by current date because we will calculate at the start of the project 26 August 2024. And after that, you can click calculate. And if you did the same way as I did, you will see at the Gantt chart that some activities have a new start and finish date, and this start and finish date is different from baseline. That means that in related detailed schedules, start and finish dates is different from what we planned before in our directive schedule, high-level schedule. And you can see this difference because this is gray line is target dates that was saved in target version of our high-level schedule. And this is dates in our actual version of our schedule that was calculated based on detailed schedules. That means that contractors' schedules don't meet with our requirements. So they will finish their works later that we plan. And they need to make a new plan. They need to make new schedules that meet our requirements. And we can ask them, discuss them, why they plan after our target dates. And we can ask them to send us a new versions of schedule so we can finish our project on time as we plan. And we have possibility to control such deviations. We can control it with indicators. And let me make a little pause if you can't if you don't have enough time to finish all these actions. Maybe you have any questions. We can make a pause 5 minutes, for example, and I can ask your question if you have it now. Why activity link for summarize attribute no appear? If you don't see activity links for any activity in high level, for example, like on this activity. I don't see related activities for this activity. That means that, for example, your attribute name is not the same as attribute name in related schedules. I will show you that we have the same attribute. Let's take construction schedule. Add this column, type of work, here. And I can see that in construction schedule, I have this summarized attribute with the same name, type of work. If name of attribute in construction schedule is different that you use in high-level schedule, you can't, the system can't compare this, can't match these positions, and you will not see link with other activities. So what I want to say that you must use summarized attribute with the same name in both schedules. You can easily ensure that this is the same attribute. For example, you can open your construction schedule. You can open settings of view in the construction schedule, and you can find attribute with the name type of work. If you created attribute type of work, maybe you can create type of works, yeah, with additionally symbol, or you can add double space between type of and of work. And the same, you will see two attribute with almost the same name, and that could be a problem because in construction schedule it will be one attribute, and in let's say high-level schedule it can be another attribute. And you can ensure that you have the same attributes in both schedules if you go to attributes at the left panel, where we created attributes. Here, attributes, and you can select total project, and you can see that type of work is attribute on the project. Sometimes it could be that you have attribute at the level of schedule. In this schedule, it could be attribute type of work, and in this schedule, it could be attribute type of work. And these attributes are not the same. If you see, in my case, I select schedule, detailed design schedule. I can see that type of work has label inherited. That means that type of work was created at the above level of the project here. And on the other schedule, it used because it was created on the high level that this schedule created. And if you don't see inherited, that means that this attribute was created on the level of schedule. And that may be a problem. So if you want that this feature for summarize activity is working, you must use the same attribute in all schedules. I hope I can answer the question. Anyway, if you can't repeat all actions after me, later you can see the record on YouTube, for example, and you can try to repeat it from the start. And now I want to show you how to create indicators that will show you that there are some difference between high-level schedule and detailed schedule. To create indicators, we need to go to schedule settings. So please return to enterprise project structure. Please select level 1 project implementation schedule and click at the node settings above. I repeat. Now we are in enterprise project structure section. I selected level 1 schedule and click node settings. And here at the left panel, you can find schedule indicators. Schedule indicators. Click add, and you will see form to create schedule indicators. The indicator name will be, let's name it high-level schedule control. High-level schedule control. We must to choose a form of indicator. You can choose any that you want. And now let's add 2 conditions to calculate indicators. 1, 2. First condition, we will be compare target finish of the high-level schedule with actual, just finish, because target finish show us how we plan to finish our high-level activity, and the finish of activity will show us finish that was calculated based on detailed schedule. We will compare it, and if we have difference, we will show red indicator. So in the first field, we must find target finish attribute. Target finish. As comparing operator, we'll choose less. Source of the second parameter is attribute. So we will compare target finish with attribute finish. If target finish less than attribute finish, indicator must be red. That means that finish delayed. And now I'm filling the second condition, target finish more or equal to attribute finish. That means that finish on time. And we will show green indicator. So again, here we are comparing two finishes, two dates. The first is target finish. It's a finish by target version of our schedule that was approved, and we are comparing it with attribute finish. And in this attribute, we calculate finish based on detailed schedule. So you must get such picture on your indicator, and after you set this indicator, you must click Save. And click Calculate. Now let's open our high-level schedule and we will see the indicators there. Now we are opening our level schedule, and let's add a new column in our WBS table. So we again must click button Views, Settings, and in the Settings window, please choose Indicators tab, Indicators, and you can find here indicator with name High-Level Schedule Control. And you can see that all activities where finish of activity later than target finish of this activity, the system shows red indicator. Here, 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 here. And the same indicators you can see on the dashboard in Enterprise Project Structure. If you return to Enterprise Project Structure section, and if you select your schedule on the dashboard, on the dashboard you can see indicators that we have 6 high-level activities where finish delayed, and we have 10 high-level activities when the finish is on time. And if we click at the red indicator, we will drill down to the schedule, to the actual version of schedule, and the system will filter only activities where finish delayed. So we can see that at this indicator, the system applied a filter. If you want to clear this filter, you can click at the button with cross, and you will see the entire schedule. If you want to make a filter again, click on right button on your mouse with right button, and you can use checkbox only with red flag, and you will get the same picture. So now every time when our contractor will send us a new version of schedule, we can immediately see if the finish dates of the schedules meet our requirements that we can see in our high-level schedule. And to demonstrate how it works, I suggest you to import the second version of construction schedule. And after that, we will check if any activities will leave with red flag or it will fixed. So the scenario is that we see that some construction activities finish later than we need. We ask our construction contractor to change his schedule, and our construction contractor send us the second version of the schedule. So let's select construction schedule now. Now I am in enterprise project structure section. I'm selecting construction schedule. Now we need to import new version. Select file. And now we are choosing construction installation second version. So this is second version of construction schedule. This checkbox, make version actual, must be checked. And click add. Okay, here you can see that new version of construction schedule was imported, and now we need to recalculate indicator. We need to select our level 1 project implementation schedule, select it, and we need to go to node settings. So I'm selecting level 1 schedule, and I opening node settings. In node settings, select schedule indicators, and again click calculate at the indicator high-level schedule control. Calculate. Close this window and click updating analytics. You can see the button updating analytics at the right top corner of the window where dashboard. And nothing changed. Yes, it's not changed because at first we need to recalculate level 1 schedule based on new version of construction schedule. So let's open level 1 schedule. Let's open it. And we need to recalculate timetable of this schedule. So when you open a high-level schedule, click calculation. So it's timetable calculation. And no need to change any parameters here, just to click calculate. And after calculation, please find here in the above the Gantt chart round arrow here, round arrow, and we need to click Update Indicators. Update indicators and calculate attributes. And now we can see that all construction schedules have no time conflicts with our approved version, our target version of high-level schedule. That means that the new version of construction schedule was changed with finish time of activities, with new finish time of activities, and new finish time is less than target finish of our high-level activities. Again, what we have done here, we opened high-level schedule, we clicked calculation, we click calculate. After that, we click round arrow above Gantt chart and update indicators. And we get new indicators. Yeah, we have one red flag, and it's related to detailed design schedule. But for construction activities, we have all flags are green. And the same view we can see in the at the dashboard. If you return to enterprise project structure, you can see that 15 activities of high-level schedule are on time. They are finished on time, and only one activity, it's related to detailed design, is delayed. And the same way, after each schedule updates, you can check if new finish dates meet our requirements. And now I want to show you how to check if our detailed schedules are in sync with each other. That means that all detailed design activities and equipment delivery activities must be finished before appropriate construction activities start. And we can check is it using links between schedules. To create these links, we also will use linking code, and in this way, in this case, for linking code, we will use DDID. It's detailed design ID, and this attribute presence in each schedule. I can show you. You don't need to repeat it. Yeah, I just show you that it presence here. Already here. You can see this this column DDID, and the same column you can find in all your schedules. For example, now I in design schedule, and you can see that here also you can find DDID column. So now we just need to configure links and configure indicators, and we can see if any time conflicts between these schedules are presented or not. For configure the links, you must select hotel project. just select hotel project and go to node settings buff. So I'm selecting hotel project and I'm going to node settings. In node settings, select links. And here we will create two links. We will create link between construction schedule and detailed design schedule, and we will create link between construction schedule and equipment delivery schedule. And these links we will use to check time conflicts between these schedules. To create a new link, you must click Add, and you will see that a new position of link will appear. And at first, let's type the name of the link. The first name is CW-DD. That means construction works and detailed design. And we must select general schedule and support schedule. Support schedule is the schedule that must be executed before start of activities in general schedule. That's why as general schedule, we must select construction schedule, and as support schedule, we must select detailed design schedule. So that means that at first we must finish detailed design works, and after that we must start construction schedule. And as link attribute, we must select DID for both schedules. Thus, you must get this picture, the name of link CWDD, general schedule is construction schedule, link attribute DDID, support schedule is detailed design schedule, link attribute DDID. After that, we must create the second link. So you should click Add, and the second name will be CWEQ. That means construction works equipment. And the logic is the same. As support schedule, we must choose schedule that must be finished before the start of activities in general schedule. That's why as support schedule, we must choose equipment delivery schedule. And as general schedule, we must choose construction schedule. And linking attribute is the same, DID. So you must get the same picture as on my screen. And don't forget to click Save at the right bottom corner of the screen. Save. After we create these links, we can be sure that the system really linked activities in this schedule. How we can check it? We can just close this window. Don't forget to click Save. Close this window. We can go to construction schedule. You can open actual version of construction schedule. And you can select any activity in this schedule, any activity. And in activity card. I remind that you can show or hide this activity card with this button. You can select tab with name related schedules. And on this tab, you can see 2 our links that we created. And you can see information about related activity from the related schedule. So for this construction activity, the system automatically match the activity from detailed design schedule. Or if you select equipment, another link with equipment delivery schedule, you can see that for this activity there are no positions, so we can check. We can check any other activities. For example, for installation of basement window units, we can see positions from equipment delivery schedule window blocks. That means that our links are working, and now we can configure indicators that will show us any time conflicts between these schedules. And after that, I will show you what those indicators mean. I return to enterprise project structure. To configure indicators, we need to select project node hotel, and we need to return to node settings. So I'm selecting project node hotel and I'm clicking node settings. And here, please find indicators at the left panel. Indicators. I repeat, I'm in enterprise project structure section. I selected hotel node. This is project node. I clicked node settings and I choose indicators. And we need to add new project indicator. So click add and please type an indicator name. The name, let's say for the first indicator, detail design control. So we will control if detail design schedule meet with directive the start date of appropriate construction activities. And for this indicator, we will use link CWDD. So this is link between construction schedule and detailed design schedule. They displayed. Here we need to choose finish. This means that we can visualize on Gantt chart inside construction schedule finish date of the appropriate detailed design schedule activity. I will show you later when we will see the result. So they displayed, please choose finish. The form of indicator, you can select any that you want. And we need to add condition. Let's create very simple conditions. It will be 2 conditions. For the first condition, as source of the first parameter, we will use construction schedule, and we will check start date of activity. So please select construction schedule start. It means that in construction schedule, we will check the start of each activity. And we will compare start date with finish date of detailed design schedule activity. And if start date of construction activity is less than, after that we must choose detailed design schedule. And the second attribute will be finish. So if start date of construction schedule is less than finish in detailed design schedule, that means that we can't start our construction task on time because of absence of construction documentation. So it will be red indicator. We must choose priority as the first and comment. Detailed design later than construction work start. In comment, you can type any text you want. I typed D later than TW start. So it's really conflict because we can't start our construction work on time because of absence of detailed design documentation. And the second condition will be construction schedule start more or equal to detailed design finish. And it will be green indicator. And here we can type DD on time. That means that construction activity will start after finishing of detailed design works, and surely we can start these construction activities because we will already have all necessary construction documentation to start our construction task. So you should to configure these indicators as on my screen, and after that you must click Save. I am waiting for several seconds. So here, construction schedule start less than. Here, detailed design schedule finish. We count that this is the time conflict. That's why we use red color for indicator and appropriate comment. And if construction schedule start more or less, it means later than finish of detailed design schedule. That means that there are no conflicts, and we count it as detailed design documentation will be finished on time. Save. And please click Calculate. After that, you can, after you click Calculate, you can close the window with node settings, and you can select project node, and if you scroll down, you can see the result of calculation. You can see that we have 7 activities in construction schedule, and for those activities we can't start on time because of absence of appropriate detailed design documentation. If you want to see it in more detail, you can click on this indicator, and after that you will drill down to construction schedule, and the system will filter only those activities that have this time conflict. And what we can see on Gantt chart, with green color we see construction task, and with red color we see the finish of appropriate detailed design activities. And we see that the finish of detailed design activities later than start of construction works. And we can't start our construction works on time because of this conflict. So your next action is discuss with design organization if they can do these works earlier than start of construction tasks. And if they can do it, they can make a new version of their schedule. They can send it to us. We can import it, and we can again check if activities in new version finish earlier than start of construction task or not. If design organization can't change their plan, we can recalculate our construction schedule, and after recalculating, these activities will stand after finishing of detailed design activities. And now I can show you how to recalculate construction schedule regarding or taking into account dates of related schedules. Now we're in construction schedule. I can clear the filter, and I can see all my construction schedule, and I can see that almost all activities from detailed design schedule finishing on time, and only several activities that have red indicator. To recalculate regarding the dates of related schedule, we need to click calculation or F9 on your keyboard. And let's change the calculation date to the start of the first activity in this schedule. It's 29 of November 2024. Okay, so I'm clicking calculation. I need to uncheck checkbox calculation by current date, because we will calculate on the date that equal to the start of the first activity in this schedule, 29th of November 2024. You can see that there is a field, select links, and here we can select links with related schedules. So we have two links with detailed design schedule and link with equipment delivery schedule. We can choose it both. And now when I will click calculate, I will see the result and I will see the new forecast finish for the my project, taking into account dates of related schedules. So please click calculate. And that's it. What we can do now, we got new finish date for this schedule, and based on this finish date we can recalculate our high-level schedule, and we can see if this calculation took and if this calculation affected on our high-level schedule. So after recalculation of construction schedule, we can recalculate our high-level schedule. So we can open our high-level schedule, and before we open high-level schedule, we can see that forecast finish is 26th of August 2025, and we can see that there are no delay for this project, for our high-level schedule and for our project. Let's open our high-level schedule and let's recalculate it. So now I opened my high-level schedule. I'm clicking calculation. There are no need to change any parameters in timetable calculation window. Just click calculate. And after that, I can refresh my update my indicators. I remind that for this you need to click round arrow above your Gantt chart and update indicators. And after a while, we can see, and I already can see on my Gantt chart that after calculation of detailed construction schedule, we have new finish of the entire project, and the finish date is later than it was planned before. And I can see this on my indicators. And if I return to enterprise project structure, I can see that now I delayed on 56 days. And forecast finish was 26th of August, and now it's 25th of October. So you can see that calculation of construction schedule took an effect on the high-level schedule. So this shows that all the schedules are have very strong connection with each other, and delaying in one schedule affected on other schedules. So delaying in detailed design schedule or equipment schedule have effect on construction schedule, and construction schedule has effect on high-level schedule. So you can configure these links, and you can manage all the schedules separately, but in linking with each other. And you can control all these schedules on detailed level of management or on high level of management. It depends on position of your position in company or of your needs to deeply control or high level control, up to you. So the idea is that you can link all schedules between each other, and you can have information on a very detailed level, and you can have information from detailed level to high level. So that's all that I want to show you today. I see one question. The question is, did add plus lag on the schedule can help the conflicted schedule? If add positive lag on schedule can have the conflict that can help. I don't understand the question. Now we configured links, but those links we can't add lags on those links. When we calculated construction schedule, and we calculated it based on link with detailed design schedule, that means that all our construction activities must be executed, must be started after finishing of activities in supported schedule. So we just move our construction activities after detailed design activities and after equipment delivery schedules activities. And we can't add positive or negative lags there. If you can clarify your question, it will be good. Maybe I don't understand clear what you mean in your question. Do you have any other questions? If not, I want to ask you as homework to make the second project indicator, as we created for link between construction schedule and detailed design schedule. I want to ask you to create indicator for equipment delivery control. So you need to create indicator equipment control, and for this indicator, please use the link between construction schedule and equipment delivery schedule, and configure indicator the same way as we configure it for link between construction and detailed design schedule. And please send a screenshot with that indicators and how this indicator visualized on dashboard. So you should have project indicator on your dashboard. Now we have only detailed design control indicator, and you must have the second indicator here. We will show you, we will send you example what you must to get after creating the second indicator. And if you have no questions for now, thank you all for attendance, and see you in the next training session.
Demikian rangkaian Plan A Training Session 3 pada malam hari ini. Terima kasih kepada Mr. Igor Siensko, serta seluruh Bapak, Ibu, dan rekan-rekan peserta atas partisipasi dan antusiasmenya. Sebagai penutup, kami mengingatkan kembali kepada seluruh Bapak, Ibu untuk mengisi form absensi serta mengisi form evaluasi pasca training yang telah dibagikan melalui status Zoom. Selain itu, homework atau assessment untuk sesi ketiga telah diunggah di Classroom dan wajib diselesaikan sebelum sesi selanjutnya dimulai. Untuk batas pengerjaannya sudah ada juga di Google Classroom untuk Mr. Igor Sensko. Thank you very much for the
Thank you.
insight session. Ya, sekali lagi terima kasih atas kehadiran dan kerjasamanya. Sampai bertemu pada sesi plan A berikutnya. Selamat malam. Dan juga dimohonkan untuk dibuka chatnya, akan di-share kembali terkait form feedback serta presentasi jika ada yang belum. Link pasca training telah dikirim di room chat. Bapak-bapak dan rekan-rekan diharapkan mengisi terlebih dahulu untuk formnya sebelum meninggalkan Zoom. Terima kasih.
Bye.
Okay, bye.